Well, hello there again, guys. Look at Dart. He's darting around. Oh no. Oh no, what is this, my friend Nicole? Oh, hey guys, I'm here with Nicole.
Hi.
And, returning guest on Mostly Playin' PlayStation, we have...
Hi, I'm Tito.
Yeah! Arf, 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 arf. Doom, doom, do, doom, doom, doom. How are you guys doing? Nicole, how are you doing today?
Fine.
Oh, she's doing splendid, as she just says, like some bags of Splenda. You guys ever eat just a bag of Splenda and say, whoa, man, now that's a sugar rush.
No.
Yeah.
That's a big time sugar rush. Oh my God. Yeah, have you ever seen Big Time Rush, Tito?
I've seen it, like bits and parts of it. I never actively sat and watched it.
You loved it. You said, this is the greatest show.
I turned it off and went back to Cartoon Network.
Whoa, what? Oh, but it's so good. I want to fight these guys. The security is tight. Oh, no.
Gross.
Tito, I had a question to ask you last episode, but we got into talking about Evangelion and anime and such, which we should have flipped because Nicole's more of the anime lad over here. But Tito, what is your favorite jRPG?
Oh, that's rough. Gosh. I enjoy deeply like the Final Fantasy series. I had a great time with Final Fantasy 15, but I gotta say, when it comes to like JRPGs, the one I just recently got finished playing, just beat 100%, Dragon's Quest 11. I think I put like 200 something hours into it, and it was phenomenal. The story, the arcs, the characters, the character development, just beautiful in so many ways.
Is that the newest one?
I believe so. Yeah, I think it came out last year.
All right, that I was pretty sure that's what it was.
Yeah, no, it's 100%. If you ever get a chance to play it, absolutely, just go for it.
My friend, or maybe I gave MC Deep a copy of, I don't forget what PlayStation 2, whatchamadad that it was, Dragon Quest game it was, but I was like, I'm never gonna play this. I got it from GameStop for super cheap, I believe. And I was like, no, man, take it. And he was like, really? You honor me, sir?
It's really weird because like Dragon's Quest 11 in a day and age where turn-based combat isn't really a major thing in most video games. Like with Final Fantasy 15, they went away from that and they changed the combat system to where it's kind of just more free for all. Like they kept the turn-based system and it actually works out so well for that game.
Yeah. So 15 is more like Kingdom Hearts and stuff.
Kind of, yeah. Because in Kingdom Hearts, because I never played a lot of Kingdom Hearts growing up. But Kingdom Hearts, yeah, you can pretty much just like pick someone and attack them, if I'm right. Yeah, that's how 15 was.
Did you have a nice cloud of that dank vape smoke in your lungs just a second ago?
Maybe.
Rolling out that mouth of yours?
That ain't the only thing rolling out.
Oh, what else is rolling out? Bugs? I hope not bugs.
A little bit of water.
Okay. Wow, I just sucked there. Nicole, what's your favorite Japanese RPG?
I don't have one.
Oh, not Kingdom Hearts?
No.
Would Harvest Moon be considered a JRPG, would you think?
No.
Okay.
I don't believe so.
No, it's like a life sim.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're role-playing as someone who's trying to wife a cow, though.
Sure.
What is it? The latest Harvest Moon for the Switch actually has a general story behind it.
I think all of them do, right?
I know all of them do, but this one, it felt like the story was more forced to follow.
Well, some of like the early ones are just like, hey, you inherited this farm, and
Have
that's
fun.
about it. But some of them do have more of like a story and a plot, and to like give your character motivation. But yeah, some of the older ones don't.
I remember that was my first experience because my brother had talked about like how great Harvest Moon was. He was like, "Oh yeah, dude, you got to play this. It's awesome. It's great." And I went and I got it for my birthday. I think my mom got it from like a secondhand video game store or something. I'm like, "All right, sweet. I'm gonna try to finally play this, see what it's about." And it's like, "All right, here's your farm. Here's a hammer. Go have fun."
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and I played it for 3 days, and that was about it.
Which one did you get?
Oh gosh,
For what system?
it was a Game Boy Advance.
Okay.
Probably Mineral Town.
I think that was it. Yeah.
Nicole has played all of them besides the first one.
There are a couple I haven't played.
Okay.
There are a shit ton of Harvest Moon games.
Well, some of them. So, like, I think this N64 one and the PlayStation one were remade into, ported to next gen consoles. So I know those ones.
Which PlayStation one?
The for PS1.
Okay.
I wonder how many there are. Let's see.
I guess 12.
Let's see.
12 main series games, but my favorite JRPGs, before we get onto the Harvest Moon subject, Dot Hack for sure.
Ooh, Dot Hack was good.
Final Fantasy VIII is probably just my favorite altogether. And then I really like this, it's Jeanne d'Arc, or Jeanne d'Arc is how it's, I guess, pronounced. It's a tactical RPG, but you are Joan of Arc. And it was for PSP, and it's just amazing.
So how many did you guess, James?
12, didn't I?
There's 23.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, there's a shit ton.
Dang lords.
Yeah, there's it's as Nicole said, there's a shit ton.
Like in the main series,
I can't differentiate the main from the offsprings because they all have the main title, Harvest Moon, something.
okay.
Yeah, but the original Harvest Moon, because there was the 2007, and then there was the original, which I believe came out in '97 in America.
Which that one's dope for Super Nintendo. Whoo, baby.
Yeah, there's well, it looks like they stopped the numbers pretty much after 3, which was on the Game Boy Color.
Man, there was also a game. Yeah, see, like handhelds I normally don't count unless it's like a DS or 3DS, because that's when you could get a full game on a handheld.
Yeah. Yeah. When it came to handheld, of course, there was like Pokemon. I had that, but
Oh, yeah.
one game I remember like really loving was Wario Land.
It's insane. Like, it's weird that Pokemon was a handheld because it feels so dense. It feels like a full game.
And the fact that, because it could have easily missed a market with if it had went to SNES or
Yeah.
like it could have definitely missed the whole market. But I want to say, well, for the Game Boy itself, that wasn't the main target, but it was when the Game Boy Color came out, that was definitely like a big target for it was Pokemon.
Yeah. Well, it's weird because Game Boy came out in the 80s and just stuck around, did not change. And what's it called? Pokemon was late Game Boy life, and then they're like, okay, well, let's make a Game Boy Color. It'll be slightly better hardware, but pretty much the same exact thing. And yeah, Pokemon definitely drove the market for that, which is also crazy that Game Boy Color came out around the time Pokemon came out, but it seems like everyone had a Game Boy Color.
Yeah, the life cycle of the Game Boy, I want to say Yeah, and if we're just talking about Game Boy, as a whole, Game Boy into Game Boy Color,
Yeah.
I want to say the Game Boy Color didn't stop like production or sales. I want to say it was like up until after the GameCube.
Yeah, because like the Game Boy Advance was probably fairly new. So they're still going to pump out things on the Color. There are like 2000s Power Rangers games that were still on Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
It's bonkers.
Yeah, the original Game Boy went from 1989 to 2003.
Dang. That's long, Nicole. Nicole's texting on her phone looking at pictures to mold. She's making a mold right now of, not a mold, she's making a figure. She's molding a figure so she can make a mold of that figure to pour resin into that mold and start making some nice ass shit, baby.
I can't figure out how to do the front paws. It's fucking driving me insane.
Probably make them look like a cat's.
Fuck off.
Okay, and then in a previous episode, I was talking about just grinding in general on RPGs. What are your thoughts on over leveling or grinding or just trying to break a game? In the sense of like on Final Fantasy VIII, that game's very easy to break if you know how to junction things. You can just kind of grind for 10 hours and be insanely strong.
Like, it goes back to just like the handhelds. Like that was where I really first had to experience grinding, and I was just like, man, like, this person is giving me a hard time. I need to get higher levels, but in order to get higher levels, I need a better party and better equipment. I need money, and it's just a whole process. Actually, kind of going back to Dragon's Quest XI, I actually had to grind in order to actually face the actual end game boss, and get like the end game like outfits and everything that actually boosted your stats crazily.
Yeah.
Like if I didn't do that, like, how to put it? Because even with my stats maxed out and with my equipment maxed out and everything, that fight still took me 45 minutes to beat.
Dang.
And had I been any more under leveled, it would have been bad. But luckily, like Dragon's Quest, like the developers were really kind, and they knew that people were gonna find a way to farm. And luckily, there was like a really, really easy way to farm, and it wasn't expensive in terms of like getting money, because you could steal items from certain enemies, and you could farm that money, go get something that boosted all your party members to like a limit break status and whatnot, and just go through that. It was a long process. It took me probably like 2 or 3 days to actually do everything. Just grinding in general, it sucks, but it can also be fun.
I love it. It's like I said in the previous episode, I'll level up 5 times before I go into the next place every single time. So I just try to stay above like very far above the next area, so then I'm never really having troubles.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite games to grind on, though, was or is still .hack, because it's so easy. Because you can have you ever played .hack?
I've played bits and pieces, not the whole series.
So you can make rooms to go in, because it's like an MMO, and it tells you what level the monsters generally are, or what level you should be to get into there. So what you can do is go to a place that's 15 levels higher than you, kill a couple monsters, and that will level you up, because I think you can get like 333 experience from people who are much higher level than you. So you just have to kill 3 people, and then you've leveled up. You do that a few times, then you're getting closer to their level, hop out of there, go into another higher level room, and just keep doing that over and over again, and then the story is very easy. Like,
I keep referencing Dragon's Quest. but
It's fresh in your mind.
yeah, it's very fresh because I just beat it last week. There's 3 arcs. There's the first, there's the second after the wave, and then there's the third like end game. But the grinding wasn't bad. But whenever I had first started arc 3, it was damn near impossible to face any of those mid bosses at all. Like they kept doing incredible like status damage and causing like my party to be confused, beguiled, bedazzled, or whatever. It was really bad, and I'm like, well, like what can I do about this? Like I ended up having to go grind in a whole different area and find these rings because you can craft in the game, and it dropped the percentage of being status affected by 50%. And while I was doing that, I ended up gaining a stupid amount of levels, and I just went back and just like wiped the floor with all of them. And I was like, well,
hell
this isn't
yeah.
really...
One of are you into Steven Universe at all?
I am, yeah.
You should play Steven Universe Save the Light. It's on Switch and a bunch of other stuff. It's fantastic. The battle system is so great. It's one of the best games that I've played in a long time, and it's the one of the only games in recent time that I just sat down for an entire day and played it because it was during a week that I took off from work. But that game, just like grinding in it, was very fun and very favorable.
It looks pretty good. Yeah, it's actually on Steam too.
Oh yeah, check it out, man. It's hella good.
I'll add that to my list of games to get because right now, because I've finished Dragon's Quest, I was looking for another game, and my friend's like, "Hey, have you ever played Okami?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Okay," and then he gifted it to me. So that's kind of the binge I've been on lately. Another like phenomenal like RPG series is definitely Tales of, like any of the Tales of games.
Oh yeah. Oh, I have Tales of Destiny, and someday I'll sell it for a lot of money. But I've never. Well, actually, I don't know if I can sell it. I don't know if it was a PlayStation that I used to have, but it never worked on my PlayStation. But it works on PlayStation 3 that I have. So then it's like, well, should I'd feel bad selling it if it doesn't actually work on all stations. But that game I really enjoyed the battle mechanic, but I haven't finished it yet.
For me, that was honestly one of my favorite jRPGs, because I remember it. It was right after I had finished middle school and I was going to high school. It was that summer, and I got Tales of Symphonia, and that was pretty much majority of my summer, and I just had a great time with it. And I, had a couple of little tears at some moments. And
heck yeah, you crying, girl?
Oh yeah. Oh dude. Oh, Dragon's Quest had me crying too. Oh yeah. I blubbered like a baby at a few scenes.
I don't think I've ever cried during a game. I know during spoilers for Final Fantasy VII, when Aerith dies.
That never got to me.
I don't think I ever cried, but I know it like got to me. My brother would play he had a save of right before it happens and would just replay it to fuck with me.
Oh man.
And
like, actually, wait, hold on. Let me find this. There was a comment. There was someone that made a post one day, and we were talking about things that have made us like from anime to different things that have like made us cry. I'm trying to remember. Near Automata, yeah, that hit me. Final Fantasy 15, Infamous 2, yeah, and a recent one was Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, I ugly cried to that.
When you skinned a horse.
I got the good favorable ending, and I started losing my shit whenever spoiler alert, whenever your horse dies and you're trying to help your friend John you're trying to help him escape and get away from everything. And horse dies, and there's that music that plays, and I was just like, oh man, I wasn't ready for this.
I'm trying to think of even just the last show that I cried watching.
Oh man, I've got a list of that.
Yeah, I just can't remember. Nicole, you might know better than me. What's a show that I've cried watching recently?
All of them.
No, what? For real.
For realsies? I don't remember, man.
Nicole doesn't remember, guys.
Rude.
I cried during that movie last night, though, Nicole.
Did you?
Palm Springs, yeah.
What?
Yeah, because I was like, they love each other so much.
Oh my gosh.
Is that good? Of course, I've heard all like all the ads from it, but I haven't like wanted to actually sit down and watch it.
Holy crap, is it fantastic?
Okay.
Yeah, it was really good. I liked it. I recommend not watching the trailer if you want like a full good experience.
Yeah, I've not watched the trailer. I'll be at work, whatever, and I'll hear it on Spotify playing on my headphones, but I've not actually like sat and looked at it at all.
Yeah, don't.
It just
do
like
that.
kind of gives some of it away.
Yeah. Dang, look at all that. Holy crap, I got so much experience. Holy Jash. Yes. Up with the levels.
That's usually how I am with anime. I can't go in with any spoilers. That's why generally, if something new comes out, I have to like unfollow certain anime accounts because they'll generally like post like, "Oh, here's what happened this past week," and I'm just like, "All right, well, I hate you."
Well, it's kind of like I don't know how you would make a trailer for that movie without telling people what happens.
Yeah. Or at least don't tell what happens to the other person in the movie. Just like, oh, it's him.
Yeah.
Because then... did you ever watch How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah.
The mother. Did you watch every episode?
Yes.
The mother is the main one of the main characters. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yes, this is what the mother deserved. A full arc that is a happy ending that everyone's going to love. They did her so wrong.
I completely agree. It kind of felt underwhelming. Like you get to the episode, like you get to the arc, and like she has her little like tidbits with like Robin. I forgot Neil Patrick Harris's character.
Barney.
Barney Stinson. And then of course, what's his name? Yeah, but yeah, she had her tidbits, and it's like she affected all of them in a little positive way, and then you finally get to the part where they meet, and then it's just kind of like, car crash.
Oh, no. Well, you do get a lot of episodes with her, and like you I think it's like 3 total episodes of then seeing what happens after like they get married and they're having a life together. It's great. And then it's like, oh, she had an undetermined illness and she's dead. Oh, but he gon' get with Robin. Isn't everyone happy with this? And it's like, no.
It's like we gave you what you guys wanted the whole time. It's like, no one asked for this.
Maybe in season 2, that would have been a good thing. Like, oh, it was Robin. That's who he's going to end up marrying. But after 9 seasons of us being like, yes, she's with Barney. This is great. They have so much in common. Oh, nope, they got divorced. Oh, mother's dead.
Go get the French horn, bro.
Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, I gotta give her the blue thing. That's a reference to Viagra, I bet.
Oh, Jesus.
Ted was a limp dick prick. That's what he was.
Okay.
I don't like him because I don't like the actor as well, because he's too pretentious, and he was pretty much dissing people who watched it, of saying like, oh, it's just like this trivial sitcom, and it's like, dude, because of that trivial sitcom, you're a fucking millionaire, so get bent. And yes, it's because of the people you're talking down to right now are the ones who gave you this money. Like they were always on the brink of cancellation for like I think the first 3 seasons, but fans kept doing word of mouth to get the word out, and then it becomes a smash hit.
It was pretty good to binge because I didn't watch it as it was airing. I watched it, and I think it was on Netflix.
Maybe it was.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I binge watched it on Netflix, and I was just like, because I used to travel a lot for work, and so I'd just get to the hotel room, pop on like 3 or 4 episodes, crash, and I just did that, and I just felt really underwhelmed by the ending.
Yeah, me too. What I did was Lifetime for the first 4 seasons would put on demand for Comcast for free. Every single Monday would put 2 episodes. So I was like, it's How I Met Your Mother Monday. I'm going to sit down and watch every single episode of this. Then season 5 came out, and then every single season I would just buy the DVD and binge that in 2 days.
Why didn't you just rent it?
Because I wanted to own it. And
Okay.
there weren't a lot of places to like rent.
Like whole series from.
Yeah, up until like, like now there is.
Oh, right, because it was like so new.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, I want to say even like the video places we had, like they didn't have like the whole like first seasons of something. Like they had like the first like half of a season, and you had to wait for someone else to bring the other half back. Yeah.
Oh, we like Family Video ended up being like, TV on DVD is a huge thing. We need to start getting this out to everyone. And sometimes they would be like, you rent every single disc or you rent by disc. So it would be iffy sometimes. Especially for Dexter. Holy crap. It's like, someone has had this out. I don't think they're bringing it back because they've had it out for a year and a half. And it's like, yeah, that's never coming back. That's what, that's what my friends would do with video games. They would just start a new account, rent a video game that they wanted, and just would never go back under that account.
Jesus.
Until Family Video started when huge games, like when video games became huge, for newer ones, so like new Call of Duty, Super Smash Brothers, Grand Theft Auto, you would have to put down a $50 deposit.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because people would just steal them if not. And also like, someone stole it. Hey, we recouped all of our money.
Yeah, pretty much.
Plus the, $7 to rent it. Yeah, but that's I think we're good for today's episode. Thank you so much, Tito, for coming along on this journey.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Heck yeah. Nicole, you got anything to plug?
Oh, God, no.
All right, Tito, you got anything to plug?
No.
Okay, hey guys, links in the description to listen to my podcasts. Go to patreon.com/MLM pod. There's a link in the description. Or listen to my music under Marshland Monster. I've been James, and toodly doos. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.